Good afternoon. Welcome to OptionsTender. It's Monday, February 23rd, 2026. Let's go back to the basics here. SPX, we'll go to SPY, VIX, and then we'll go down to the 65. We'll start off with the daily and go down to the 65. And once again, keep this very simple. So we had this uptrend. Huge move off the April lows here. That uptrend brought us to the ending diagonal right there. You see it started to lose momentum, broke down, but it made a new high. So I'm adjusting the trend line over to the last low before the all-time high. And price action broke down again, back tested, and really it's just forming a range, and then that range will tighten up. It will break out to the upside or downside. I think it's going to break down. And then when we get to the 65, I want to show you, kind of why price action's doing what it's doing, and I can show you and illustrate it for you. Okay, so we're looking for a diamond top here. It's possible that this could just be a head and shoulder. There's all kinds of ways you can look at it. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, if we get a significant bounce here. And then your neckline would be down low. Could be horizontal, however it ends up. Yeah. So getting up close here, we've had this range for quite some time. And this is about we talked about the 6,900 and the 6,800 level for quite some time. And 69 was just the midway of this full range here. But what typically happens when you break up or break down is you see this chop from range highs to lows. But when it starts to decide where it's going, it rejects off of the mid-range. Okay, it's getting weaker and weaker. And then if you add on the moving averages, you see that price is unable to get back above them so far. Okay, now we're holding on to this 100 moving average so far, but what we're going to look for is this momentum. Momentum's starting to change. That 8 EMA is our momentum indicator. The yellow is the 20 simple moving average, and price couldn't get back above that. So that's exactly where that 6,900 is, and that's where we rejected on Friday. Okay. Options expiration wanted to pin the price back up to 6,900, which is the mid range of this entire, the mid line where this entire range was. And so it had a complex correction that came about. So you had an ABC in here that became a larger degree A. You had your B and then C going into Friday. And now we're getting a bearish reversal candle. We didn't know if it would be a doji that spiked through up here or an inside day. Instead, we're getting a very, I guess, bearish. And it's not engulfing. The whole body isn't around. Whatever. It's a big red candle. And then we'll be looking for 6,800 to break down here soon. All right. So with measuring, if you want to call this a head and shoulder or just a sideways range, it all measures the same way. So we take a line and take it from the top to the bottom of the range and the breakdown area. And that gives you the measured move for this near-term move, which should close the gap here. All right, that will give us a reaction. And then after that, I do believe we'll fall down to the 200-day moving average at that point. All right, let's look at the VIX. And with the VIX, we're sort of in that range as well. We're starting to peak above it. You can consider that a breakout, but I think it would be smart to not necessarily wait to trade, but to not call it a true breakout until this 23 areas is broken here, because you can see it rejected off there a couple times. So same thing, but opposite direction. We had our minor cycle low here in that window. All right, now we're making higher lows. We're pushing off that 8 EMA. the 20. So the trend is up, momentum's up. VIX is bullish. All right, and we're in this rising minor phase. At some point, I think we'll pop and then get some sort of drop into the beginning of March here. So we'll identify that as it comes about. Okay, that's not what I wanted. I did make a video on what I was trading today on the SPY and QQQ puts. If you want to check that out, consider becoming a YouTube member. You can also get these videos intraday. It's 99 cents. And then the extra videos and tutorials are $4.99 a month. Comes with the Discord, Cheddar, data. Actually, I'll show you the dark pools today. I love it when I hold, since we're right there. All right, going to SPY. We're going to go to the 65 and pick up where we left off. All right, so there's your neckline, and there's that very important level about 650. And here's your buy zone, I think a bounce zone. So digging in a little bit closer, here's where we left off. We had this downtrend here. Wasn't sure if we'd get above it and hit this level up here, but this is where the golden pocket where this A, B, C correction came into and rejected off of. Now, if you're a bear, you're looking at this market like this. However you draw your bear flag, you can do that, some sort of wedge. That's how I'm looking at it. So today we had that little bit of a bounce. We're starting to break the lows. Had a back test. Now this can test back up here again, but you got to be cautious. Anything to the upside is going to, seems to be getting sold with that 8 EMA pushing down on price. But if you're bullish, you're at least going to look for this equilibrium. All right. So if you take the peaks there, and then you would have put, which we're breaking down from it, but you would have put your uptrend line here where you wanted to hold. And the reason why price action is doing this is because you have a setup for the bulls and the bears. So even though I'm bearish because of all the divergences and the market to GDP, all these different things that say, hey, the pendulum's gone too far. It's time to come back. So, but so we had our Fibonacci's here. We get rid of that. We don't need that. We have our Fibonacci's here. So this move up here, so that's a 1-2 setup for your Elliott wave people. And your Fibonacci is a golden pocket. So that's a 1-2 setup there. And then look at this. You pull out that retracement tool here, and you have your potential 1, maybe leading diagonal or something, into 1, and you get your 2, or that could be a 1, and then you have your expanded flat into a 2, into that golden pocket. All right, so that's a 1-2 setup for the bulls, 1-2 setup for the bears. That's what causes the equilibrium. All right, take these off. And I'm going to continue to view this as, so if you can be neutral, and here's your breakdown, here's your breakout. I'm going to continue to look at it as a bear flag. So going into NVIDIA earnings, do I know if this is going to break down from this point? There's a put wall here. I'm not sure. But, if it does want to maybe climb tomorrow, this could just be an A, a B, even if you spike under the low, and then you get a C for a little bit higher retracement. It didn't retrace deep at all on this little bounce. So it potentially could go up to the 50% or so if you're looking on a smaller scale and you pull out your retracement tool. This is what you do each and every day, over and over. So if this is a 1-2 and we're looking for another 1-2 setup, we didn't even hit that 50% retracement. As a matter of fact, that was a 382. But I wouldn't assume that it does hit that 382 because of the potential for this move It looks like we might have tapped it. I'm not sure. You know, the potential for this move is going to be pretty large in a short period of time. So, you know, that could be it. But we have to know that we could get some sort of bounce coming up. So what I want to show you on the, I like to go ahead and label the dark pools here. If you notice, we had prints a couple different times, all the way from last week coming up to, I think on Friday we did as well. And so this is the big area, and you can see exactly why it's holding. These dark pools are in the Discord. Discord comes with both memberships, and you can print these yourself. I do it manually. There's no, you know, it doesn't do it by itself. And then it gives you these really good levels off of here. So that's why we're holding on. And if we get underneath this level and hold, then obviously that's very bearish. And these aren't necessarily directional when they print, okay? But you can interpret them as a really good level, just like you're doing in your traditional technical analysis. All right, so that's our bear flag. We have the options expected move at 677 down here, 01. And so that was part of the trade that I did the video for. We said, hey, we're probably going to hit one in. I think we're actually going to go much lower this week. But your easy trade here is the 677 to the downside. Now, there is an upper edge, but we knew that we had a setup here. And if the setup would have, you know, obviously if it would have went up higher, then, you know, that's what trading's all about. Then you have to get out of your trade or whatever you do. And you would assume that if you're going to hit, probability is you hit one side or the other. Well, if that was the case, we're going to new all-time highs at 701 here if it's going to hit the upper edge. So if you're bullish, you're looking at this 1-2 setup, and you probably get a wave 3 up top here. And if you're bearish, we already started wave 3 with that 1-2 setup, and we'll see what happens. So this is going to be an important level, 680, and obviously the lows as well. But that's why that's holding up. Let's go ahead and look at some of these indicators on the 65. Nothing has really changed on the daily time frame, so I don't want to waste your time there. But the trend is heading lower. Moving averages, we're underneath all of them, and we rejected off of the 200. So that's bearish. You have work to do if you're bullish. You got to get it back above all of these. And here's our look here. So here's another clue that we could get more of a bounce here, okay? You see that we're getting to the oversold area on the 65. It can go much lower, but we do want to, you know, heed warning that could get a little bit of a bounce before going lower. And the slow stochastic starting to curl up. So that's going to be a short-term buy signal as well. And we're in bearish conditions already, but it doesn't mean we can't bounce a little bit higher. All right, but again, this isn't something that I would play to the upside unless you're maybe doing futures or scalping somehow. DMARC. So DMARC, we're at a 5 count here, 11 count, no setup, not at this point. Money flow index, starting to roll over. No divergences played. There's no setup here, just kind of in the middle. Bollinger Band. We're at the bottom of the band with oversold conditions. That is technically a buy signal. And so we could hit this back test this bear flag a little bit higher. And there's where your mid-range is, where we'd probably reject again. So that'd be a good area to replace your puts if you took some off. Volume solve, oscillator. Oscillators, yep. So we peaked up here. We talked about that last week, that we'd get some sort of whipsaw maybe. And then we're looking to be back in the red here for quite some time after this move. We're getting into a 1-2-1-2 setup, and those moves are winding up here, and they're going to be pretty devastating. So I imagine this would spike much lower in the red and stand there for quite some time till we get a significant bounce. All right, let's finish off with the VIX on a 65. On the 65 minute, I was putting a new downtrend line here, and you could also draw one. Let me borrow this, as an equilibrium here, and it really didn't stay in that spot. So this is another clue to me that this isn't a valid trend line, but it is respecting it so far. So something like a breakout and now pushing back higher. So obviously if we drop back to the trend line again, or that pivot, then price is going to go a little bit higher in SPY. But this is looking awfully bullish here to me in the VIX. And again, it's winding up, and it could take off as soon as tomorrow. So, all right. I hope that helps you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, all the good stuff that YouTube wants and that I want. And I want to see you in the Discord, okay?